Hello, friends. How are you today? It's almost 2021, and I wanted to hop on really quick and chat about some of the things that happen to us that make us fall off our resolutions. So, those of you who are looking to make changes this coming year, I wanted to chat a little bit about that. I can only be on for about a half an hour because I'm going to be going live with Plant-Based Ben at 4 p.m. So that's in 45 minutes from now. So hello, everybody. I'm going to post really quickly here. This is the link for, whoa. This is the link. I don't know if I can pin comment. There we go. Okay, so that comment's on the top. That's the link to the plant-based bundle, which is $50. You get 85 different ebooks in this bundle for $50. You're getting my dips and dressings, you're getting Nate's Nice Cream book, you're getting a winter raw book from the Raw Advantage, you're getting plant-based Ben stuff, you're getting some top influencer stuff. You get 1 month free yoga with Banana Blondie Yoga. There's like so much value. I think it's worth over $2,200 worth of ebooks and courses and memberships and stuff like that. So for $50, you can go grab that, and the sale ends on January 3rd. That's what Plant-Based Ben and I are going to be talking about at 4 o'clock. So if you want to hang out, you can join our live then. But I wanted to pop on here and chat with you guys. Hello. So good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful holiday and you're getting ready for an awesome new year. You're in for New Year's. Yes, there are a lot of people who are going to be doing resolutions. They want to change over, and the plant-based bundle is not all raw, but there is a lot of raw stuff in the bundle, like my stuff, Nate's stuff, Chris Kendall. There's the raw berry, raw and radiant. Live Pure Jenna has some stuff in there. There is a lot of raw content. The cooked food stuff in there, I actually will be using those recipes to make food for Jonah's son, Jacob. When he's with us, because he likes to have cooked vegan food and he's vegan. So it's really nice if you have family that aren't raw. There's tons of recipes in there that they will love. There's also Karen Ramsey has her book in there for raw, healthy families. So there's a lot of stuff in there that's raw as well. So need a simplistic plan like what you did when you first started. I pay for simple. I actually have all of my ebooks are on sale for 60% off right now until January 3rd as well. The code is RAW2021. So you can go to the link in my bio for my ebooks and use code RAW2021 and get 60% off any of my ebooks. If you guys are looking for a really easy, simple raw meal plan volume 3 is going to be the one for you, because you don't need a dehydrator. There's no tree nuts involved. So if you were allergic to nuts or you don't want to use nuts, that one's the best one. The fats that I use in that one are seeds, young coconut, avocado, and I think that's it. So there's no nuts whatsoever in that meal plan. And the prep, I tried to keep it as simple as possible because there's no dehydrating in it. It's pretty easy, just salads and dressings and soups and smoothies and that kind of thing. So meal plan 3 is the one for beginners. Really good to get into the new year for. And again, 60% off any of my recipe books. Code RAW2021. You can find the link in my bio. But the link that I posted and pinned to the top here is for the plant-based bundle. There's workout plans in there too. I'm so excited to get started on the abs one from Anais, and there's Meat-Free Maria has a really good one in there. And I'm so excited for my 1 month free with Banana Blondie Yoga. I love her so much, so I'm excited to start on that too because I got the bundle. If I'm not hungry, should I still force myself to eat fruit to get enough calories in? Oh my gosh, that's a good question. Make sure you eat enough. So important. Even if you have 1 or 2 bananas or a couple apples, and just space them out throughout the day instead of not eating. If you're not hungry, it's likely because your body has adapted to a lower calorie diet. And there's a confusion around there with intuitive eating. Like people will say, well, I naturally don't want to eat a lot. And that's because you don't eat a lot. So your body has adapted to that. And it's hard when you're switching over to raw because we're not used to the low calorie amount, we're not used to the high fiber, we're not used to the amount that we need to eat. So it is a learning curve going back to our natural diet because we weren't raised on our natural diet. We weren't raised with high raw foods. We were raised with really heavy, dense non-foods, right? Like animal products and junk food and all those things that fill us up and they keep us full for hours and hours. And we get used to that. And also eating those wrong foods, that has caused us to create these strange diet techniques like cutting calories or over-exercising or restrictions, portion control. All of those are because we're already eating the wrong foods. Once you release those foods, you don't have to follow those old diet ideas and stuff because they don't apply to a raw diet. You got to eat a lot. You got to get all that fiber and the hydration and everything in. So try your best to eat more calories. Try and aim for 2,000 calories a day. That's really going to help you stick to a raw diet because the number one reason, and I'm going to get into some other reasons too, because we've got about half an hour together. But some of the reasons why people fail on a raw diet or fail with their healthy lifestyle, whether you're all raw or high raw or trying vegan or what have you, these are some reasons that people fall off. And the number one reason is because people don't eat enough. They just don't eat enough. And it's hard going from a standard diet or a junk food or lots of cooked foods and oils and salt and stimulants and stuff to a raw diet. It's really difficult because they are not the same calorie-wise. The density is totally different. We have to learn to eat more fruits and vegetables and train our bodies to let our bodies know that we're thinking of them and giving them fuel. The best I would say is to make sure you eat breakfast, because if you eat breakfast, then it stimulates the hunger cues after a while. So constantly making sure that you get enough for breakfast, like I would say like between 600 and 1,000 calories for breakfast should be your goal. Aim for that. Have a smoothie, do all that good stuff, eat a lot of fruit. Hey guys, I love everything. Best bundle ever. Oh, we've got plant-based Ben in the house. He says your book rocks and your stuff rocks too, Ben. I can't wait to chat with you at 4 o'clock. That's going to be awesome. So everybody who's in here, don't forget to hop on Plant-Based Ben's live. We're going to be going live together at 4 o'clock. So in about 40 minutes. I just wanted to hop on and chat a little bit about New Year's resolutions with you guys. Love this. We're mostly raw vegan family of 6. Oh, you guys are awesome. The code, yes, raw 2021 to get 60% off my ebooks. The link is in my bio for those. Happy New Year. We love you. You look awesome. Thank you. Your recipes are so tasty. Thank you. I've got over 400 recipes and it's so hard to decide. Like some people say, Lissa, don't you get bored of always eating a salad? And I'm like, there are so many recipes. Like I've got, like I said, over 400. So I could eat a different dinner every single day for a whole year and not get bored. So there's a lot of recipes. Let's see, we've got trouble with video. Good to see you. Oh, Debbie. Hello, Debbie. It's my dad's girlfriend. Hey. I hope dad's in there too. Miss you guys. Oh, I'm actually getting my green card. Finally, it's been, just over 2 years that we started the process for me to get my green card and move down here. So we're going for that interview in the first week of January. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll share in my stories. Hope you watch. That's going to be exciting because I will get my conditional resident card. And then in 2 years, I can file for my permanent resident. Yay! That'll be so awesome. And then eventually, if I want to, I could get citizenship in the US. I help people heal through raw plants and herbs for a living. Sweet, awesome. Love that. Yes, keeping your ghrelin low and your body out of fight or flight. Yes, keeping the stress level low is so important too. I hope you guys are having great. Where do you live now? Oh, good question. I originally am from Canada. I lived in Canada until I was 39. And I moved to Oregon. Right now we're in Ashland, Oregon. It's about 20 minutes from the California border. And I moved here to marry the love of my life, Nate. And the green card is the next step. And I'm excited, a little nervous for the interview because we have to go to Portland and go to the immigration office and all that kind of fun stuff. But it's all good because we're gonna go visit Lava Love USA in Portland. She's a really, really good friend. She makes awesome CBD oil products and soaps, lava soaps from Oregon. They're amazing. Check her out, Lava Love USA here on Instagram. She's awesome. Let's see what we got questions here. Just moved from Canada to the States. That's awesome. Congrats on getting your green card. Almost. Yes. We just moved from Alberta, Calgary. Cool. I was from Edmonton. Wow, you're so beautiful. Thank you so much. You guys are great. I wanted to quickly go through some of these things. I have them listed here about some of the reasons why people fail. I don't like you to use the word fail, but they fall off their healthy diet in the new year. So I know some of you are probably looking to make some changes, and I wanted to go over 10 things that I feel stop people from continuing on. So hopefully this can help motivate you. You can write some of these down to help sustain this after the initial inspiration and motivation wears off, because we all know how that goes. I don't know how many times I've tried to lose weight in, starting on New Year's, but yeah. So the first thing is we expect fast results and we don't get them. Some things change really fast, like sometimes you'll feel your mood lifting, you'll have more energy, maybe you'll sleep better, maybe you'll have better digestion right away. But the long-term changes, those goals that are so far away, they can feel like they're incredibly distant. And I think that we need to release the need to have immediate results and realize that this is a lifelong commitment. And yes, you're starting on New Year's and it's going to be difficult to maintain for a long time, but if you focus one day at a time, release the need to have these amazing results all right away, know that you're giving your body health, hydration, the proper foods that it needs. You're not giving into the junk. You're not being lazy or what have you, right? You're doing amazing things for your body, and not to expect amazing results right away. Everybody's going to be different, and it can take months, sometimes years before you notice certain things. And of course, it's not going to take years before your acne's gone, right? It'll just be better every day. Sometimes it might be a little worse. Sometimes it might be really awesome, but it takes months. It takes years. And this is a commitment for life. It's not just a diet. It's not something you just hop on to lose weight and then go back to what you're eating. We're releasing those foods that we know are no longer serving us. So instead of expecting those grandiose results in a month or two, just remember that every single day that you make positive choices, you're moving closer to your goals. Now, Nate has this really great analogy, and I wish I had a book with me, but I don't. So we'll just pretend that I have one. So when you have a book that's closed and you see all the pages when it's closed, if you wrote goals on there, you could see the word goals when the book was closed. But if you opened the book and you took one single page, you wouldn't be able to read the word goals. You have to put all the pages together in order to read the word goals. So it's every single day. If you think of every day of your life being one page in a book, then we need to have each of those pages to accumulate so that you can see your goals. It's not one day at a time. You're not going to wake up and then feel amazing necessarily. I mean, some people don't. Some people do. Some people don't. It's all different. So just focus one day at a time and remember that you're doing something amazing for your body, and that's really all that matters. It's not getting to those amazing results within a week or two or dropping 50 pounds in a month or two. It's about doing these daily things every single day. We stop believing in ourselves and we lose motivation. So what I like to say for this one is to maybe set a day for yourself where you go over your reasons, or you re-watch some documentaries that got you inspired. Maybe you go back on YouTube and you watch the YouTubers that inspired you, but set regular goals to always revisit the reasons why you decided to in the first place. If you need to do this daily, even better, because if you're going over your reasons every day, you're constantly reprogramming your mind to believe these are your life. The more often you do that, the more often you say good positive affirmations, the better. When I first went raw, every morning I would wake up and I would say, today I am a raw vegan. Just today. I don't have to worry about tomorrow. I don't have to worry about yesterday. I don't have to worry about 5 years from now. I don't need to be raw for 20 years. I don't need to worry about any of that right now. All I have to do is focus on today. Today I'm a raw vegan. So today I'm gonna have this for a smoothie. Today I'm gonna have this for lunch. And today I'm gonna have this for dinner. And that's what I did every single day. I woke up and then I just did the same thing again the next day. I woke up and I said, today I'm a raw vegan. If I had a craving for something, I'd say, I'll have it some other time. But today I'm raw vegan. And then every single day, it's been over 2,000 days now. I think it's like almost 2,300 days that I've been raw. But every single day I would wake up and I would say that to myself. And it's the daily affirmations, it's daily revisiting. And if you're feeling like you're losing that motivation, just get on YouTube or watch those documentaries or read some books, or just get re-inspired somehow to stay motivated as to the reasons why you decided to make a change in the first place. Let's see, number 3, change what comforts us, because we like to default to the things that have always comforted us, and we need to learn why those are comforts and change our comforts. So think of, like, if you're stressed out and you tend to binge or just throw something in the oven or what have you because you're stressed out, you need to find other ways to deal with that stress. Number 1, make sure you eat something healthy, because you don't want to just ignore your cravings. That's a really bad piece of advice, because if you have a craving for something, it's your body saying, hey, can you feed me, please? I'm just looking for a little bit, maybe some fruit. That's all I want, right? Even though you're craving a chocolate bar, chips, or pizza, or what have you, your body actually just wants energy. And the best thing you can give it is fruit or a salad. Make a smoothie, make some ice cream, make something like that, and just feed it something healthy, and then go comfort yourself. So if you're stressed out, maybe go for a walk, talk to a friend, go relax, something, meditate, do some yoga, what have you. I mean, if you get the plant-based bundle, you can do Banana Blondie yoga for the next month. So there's so many different things that you can do to comfort yourself when you're feeling sad or stressed or what have you. It's best to just find new ways to comfort yourself that do not involve binging on the things, because we know that's not working. It's not working. It gives us that 10-minute high, and then we're still sad. We're still stressed out. And on top of that, we're guilty and regretful, and we might feel shame and self-loathing. We might feel physical stress, like your digestion's off. You might have a dry mouth because you ate a lot of salt. Like, it's just not good all around. So we need to fuel ourselves properly and then figure out different ways to comfort ourselves. Then we dwell on our mistakes. Ooh, that's a big one. If somebody falls off their healthy lifestyle, like say it comes January 20th and you fall off your healthy diet, you eat something horrible, and we dwell on those mistakes. We say, well, maybe this weekend is a write-off, and you just end up eating whatever for the whole weekend, and you want to start Monday, and then you just fall back into that cycle of, I'll start Monday, I'll start next week, I'll start after the weekend, I'll start after my birthday, I'll start after that party, I'll start after the wedding, whatever, right? We do that all the time, and I've done it countless times. We have to break that, and we have to learn to discover why we made the mistake in the first place. And I don't want to call it a mistake, because it's a learning opportunity. It's not failure if you learn from it. So say on January 20th, you slip up and you have something that's not vegan, or you have something that's not raw if you're trying to be raw, or you eat some junk food when you're trying to get rid of junk food. Learn why you made that mistake. Learn what triggered you. I don't like using the word trigger either, but learn what caused you. What was the root to why you made that choice? Were you stressed out? Were you hungry? Maybe you should have eaten something else. Could you have planned better? Were you tired? Maybe you're tired because you went too long without eating. That's like one main reason why a lot of people are tired, because they've just gone too long without eating, and your body needs carbs to run. So feeding it fruit will help increase your energy level. Maybe you are actually tired and you need to sleep, right? Maybe that's why you made that choice. So learning what the root cause was it. Maybe you were peer pressured. Maybe you were in a social situation where you weren't prepared. Learn that root cause. Why did you choose what you chose? And then go back and figure out what you could do differently next time that happens. So next time you're tired and you have that craving, what could you do differently? Next time you're stressed out and all you want is pizza, what could you do differently? Next time your friends peer pressure you, what can you do differently? You have to go over your mistake, and figure out why you chose it and what you can do different. So you don't need to dwell on your mistakes. You don't need to start again Monday. All you have to do is analyze what happened and how you can do it differently. And this will really help in those days where you feel like giving up, when you feel like you haven't gone as far as you wish you would, and you're stressed out and you're tired and all of that. Remember to go back and look at the root. Fear. Ooh, that's a big one. Fear of being judged, fear of social situations, fear of not doing it right, fear of deficiencies. What I would say on this one is, remember, for the social thing, remember that the people who are making fun of you or poking fun or debating or saying, bacon or what have you, these people are saying these things because they see your meal as a mirror reflecting on them and their choices. So they use comic relief to make themselves feel better about their choices. They feel bigger by making fun of you, or they debate because they don't want to admit the fact that you're eating something healthy. They don't want to have to they don't want to change. So they see your meal or your change as a threat, even though it's not. Even though you're not a threat and your food isn't a threat, they feel that because it's a mirror to what they're choosing, and they're reacting to that mirror. They're not reacting to you, they're reacting to the choice that you're making as being opposite of what they're choosing. And they see a salad and they're like, deep in their subconscious, they're like, I should have chosen that, but I don't want to because of this, because of that, and then they lash out. So remember, in social situations, that whatever they say, whatever they do is a reflection of what they are feeling subconsciously or consciously. And it's just kind of like a defense mechanism because they don't want to accept the fact that you're choosing something healthy and they're not. So just be the example, stand strong, make sure you eat before you go, or bring extra, lots of food so that you can enjoy them with your friends, that kind of thing. That will really help as well. And know that you're not alone. Don't undereat. That's a big one too. Don't undereat, because that can cause a lot more fears, and that can actually cause deficiencies and irritability and stress and all of that kind of stuff. And make sure that you eat, make sure that you get enough food in so that you can sustain a raw diet or a vegan diet or whatever healthy lifestyle you're on. Oh, giving up your power. That's something that a lot of people do when they change over to a healthy lifestyle. They start their New Year's resolution. They don't take their power back right away. So what that means is they're using words that are making food in control. So we'll use pizza as an example. It's always a great example to use pizza. So say you are at a friend's house and they have pizza in the oven. They're like, oh, you can't have pizza, right? You're on that thing and you're like, yeah, I can't have pizza. That puts pizza in control because you can't have it. But instead, if you say, no, I could have pizza, but I choose not to, that puts you in total control. You are 100% in control of your choices. You are choosing what is going into your body. You have complete control. We all have complete control. And that's why I like to live outside the label. I use the label raw vegan to describe how I eat, but I don't live in the label. Like, I don't feel restricted by it. I don't feel like I'm missing out or anything, because I could have whatever I want. I could eat bread or pasta or whatever. I could eat whatever I want. But what do I really want? You got to really ask yourself, what do you truly want? Do you want health? Do you want to feel hydrated? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to clear your skin? Do you want to feel younger? Do you want to have less joint pain? Do you want to have less inflammation in general? Do you want to improve your digestion? Do you want to feel good about yourself? Do you want to do you want to be proud of yourself? Do you want to feel empowered? Do you want to feel those things? Is that what you want? Then you know what you should choose to eat. You choose healthy, whole, high raw or all raw plant foods. It's simple. You got to choose what you want. Even though you can have everything, it's not about restriction. People feel it's all about restriction. Like, you're so restrictive. You're so restrictive. But it's not. I can eat whatever I want. Anytime I want. I give myself that permission. But I know what I feel best with, and I know what my goals are, and I know how I feel when I eat raw. I know how empowered I am, and how wonderful I feel, and how happy I am, and all of the good stuff that comes from eating raw. So that's why I choose raw. Take back your power. You guys have all the power in the world, and I believe in you. I know you can do it. Seriously, you've got that power. We all have that power. Willpower is an illusion. Willpower is totally an illusion, because sometimes you can go to the grocery store and you just have no willpower. And other times you go to the grocery store and you have tons of willpower. It's all in how you are feeding yourself. If you've gone too long without eating, you're not going to have any willpower, even though you might think you do. It's going to be really hard to make positive choices when you're hungry. So the best thing to do is to eat enough. Make sure you eat enough. Make sure you get those calories in. Make sure you fuel yourself up with really good food. And it's so much easier to make those positive choices. We've got four more. Number 7 is overworked and stressed. So if you're overworked and stressed coming up, in the new year, February comes around, it's depressing because it's winter, like the worst part of winter in the end of January and February, and it's going to be difficult, right? And we just got a question here. How much does it cost per month to eat that way? It really depends on your area. It depends if you're eating all organic. It depends if you're eating stuff out of season. It really depends. It can be as cheap as you want it to be. It can be as expensive as you want it to be. Nate and I spend around, I don't know, I would say like $80 to $120 a week, maybe $150 a week for the two of us. For raw, but like we got a 6-pack of romaine lettuce for $3 at the Smart Food Service in Medford, and we bought like 5 packs because we eat we'll go through a pack in a day and a half. So there's that. Like romaine lettuce, we get cases of bananas for $5 when they're cheap and on sale. We just call ahead and we're like, hey, you guys have any bananas that are ripe for $5? And they're like, yeah, we got 2 cases in the back. So they'll put our name on them. We'll get like 80 pounds of bananas for $10. It's so awesome. So if you're buying food that's out of season, you're getting mangoes in the middle of the winter, or you're buying sumo oranges, which is my favorite fruit in the winter. Sumo oranges are the best. I cannot wait to spend money on those. But I don't buy packaged food. I don't buy oil. I don't buy animal products. I don't buy takeout. I don't buy snacks and treats and pasta and packaged foods, and I don't know, I could go on and on and on. I only buy like 10% of the grocery store, so it is a lot less expensive. I know plant-based stuff like rice and potatoes are cheap too, right? If you're doing high raw, you can supplement with a little bit of those if that's resonating with you or what have you, but it doesn't have to be expensive, especially if you grow your own, buy local. You don't have to get organic. It's great to eat organic. I believe organic is really good, but if you can't afford it, then I would much rather see you eat conventional food and eat enough calories and stay raw than to be hungry all the time, get deficiencies, and fall back on processed junk food and animal products. I'd much rather see that than if you can't afford organic, it's okay. Don't need to be perfect. That's actually the next one. So we'll talk about overstressed and overworked. The number one thing, if you're overstressed and overworked, is not that we deserve to have a cake or we deserve to have something that's going to comfort us. That's not what we deserve. We deserve amazing health. So if you're feeling a little bit like, I'm so tired and I'm so stressed out, I deserve to have that pizza. I had a long day. Instead of saying that, say, I'm so stressed out, I'm so tired, I deserve that raw salad. I had a long day. It feels so different. You do deserve health food. You do deserve those amazing things that you're doing for yourself. We don't deserve junk. We don't deserve that. We deserve the best. So give yourself the best. When you're stressed out, the number one thing you can do is to give yourself whole, healthy, hydrating plant foods, because it's going to help you overcome, it's going to help you deal with the stress, and it's going to keep you on track. So when you're out of the stress, you don't have to revisit all the things that you did while you were stressed out. Perfectionist mindset. That's another thing. I've made a lot of videos on this because I feel like people try so hard to be super perfect on a raw diet or vegan diet or what have you, that they try so hard to reach a level of perfection that somebody online says that they need to reach. And if they can't get it, then they fall back to whatever they were eating before because it's just easier, it's comforting, and it makes more sense to them in the moment, right? Let go of the perfectionist mindset. The only person you are in competition with is the you from yesterday. So just making better choices, making sure that you're doing those things every day, you're telling yourself you're amazing, all of that kind of stuff. And I love that you guys are loving this live. I feel miserable at the thought of not having cooked food. How do I switch that? That's great. Focus on all the positive stuff of eating raw instead of focusing on the fear of letting go of cooked food. And you don't have to go full raw. You don't have to. Maybe just start with a lot of raw, like do raw breakfast, raw lunch, and have a little bit of cooked food with your raw dinner. If you feel you need to, work your way up, crowd out the cooked food slowly if you need to. I went overnight, and a lot of people do, but some people don't, and that's totally fine. It's all about making better choices and releasing the old. Can I hire you as a nutritional coach? I do actually offer coaching. It's $100 USD an hour. And if you go to the link in my bio for my ebooks, scroll all the way to the bottom. There is my coaching. If you are interested in getting coaching, we do Zoom for an hour, and I'll just answer any questions you have, help guide you depending on your life, what you're looking for, and all that good stuff. So again, yes, go to the link in my bio if you want. And also, ebooks are 60% off, guys. All of my ebooks are 60% off with code RAW2021. That link is in my bio as well. And the pinned post that's in this chat is for the plant-based bundle. It's 85 books, a lot of raw stuff, a lot of cooked vegan stuff, but it is lots of vegan everything, plant-based and workout stuff. There's 30 days of free yoga with Banana Blondie Yoga. There's Nimai has a workout thing. Plant-based Ben has a lot of stuff, a transition guide, meal plan, workout stuff. Anais has workout stuff. There's so much in there. There's 85 things. I couldn't name them all here, but go check out that website. If you click the link that's pinned in this live, then you can scroll down and check out everything that's in there. It's $50, and it's worth over $2,000 worth everything that's in there. So check it out if you're interested. Shay, hello, darling. Shay Celine is amazing, you guys. She's in the chat right now. She has the most amazing voice, and I share her stuff a lot in my stories because I love her voice. I love her singing. So go check her out. She's awesome. She asks, what do you feed your cats? Well, because I'm a vegan for me, and I believe humans should be frugivorous for their diet, and I'm ethical vegan, so I choose for myself to not use leather and all that kind of stuff for me. Cats, however, are carnivores, and I believe in species-specific diets, so I feed them a diet that has a little freeze-dried raw in it. We're switching them up a bunch of different foods to see what they like most, and right now we have them on something called Raws with a Z. It's like a pink can. We're gonna try the food too. But Koba, our puppy, Nate took him out for a walk. I was gonna have him come up here and say hi, but Nate took him out for a walk. He is vegan. So Koba, the dog, is vegan. We feed him V-Dog and we get him vegan treats and stuff like that. But the cats, because they are natural carnivores and they would be eating animals in the wild, I'm just providing that for them. Otherwise, yeah, that's just my, I know a lot of people might disagree with it. A lot of people agree with it. It's just how we feed our cats. So yes, species specific. How much water do you drink in a day? I drink a liter of lemon water in the morning and then throughout the day if I feel I need it. But I add like 750 to a liter mils of water in my smoothie in the morning. And there's a lot of water that goes into my dressings. There's tons of water in my food, which is the best kind of water to have. But I also believe in drinking water. So try to drink as much as I can. Can I come live with you? Oh, so awesome. Yeah, aren't dogs carnivores? Actually, dogs are omnivores. They're more like scavengers and they'll eat all kinds of things. There are certain dogs that do best on a carnivore diet, like wolves, for example, or if they're closest to wolves in relativity. But for the most part, dogs can be vegan. Easy. So yeah, you can try different diets with them. You could even mix a little animal products with their vegan stuff if you feel they need it. But all in all, dogs can be vegan because they are omnivorous. They like to eat a lot of stuff. Koba loves tomatoes and cucumbers. He actually begs for them. When we have them in our salad, it's like, oh, can I have some? Can I have some? And he likes nutritional yeast as well. We put it on his food. Can a raw diet help me with IBS? Yes, I have heard a lot of stories of people who have had relief with IBS who are doing better. And it's the high fiber, you're feeding your good bacteria. We have more bacteria in our gut than we have cells in our entire body. There's tons of them in our gut, and they're responsible for up to 70% of our immune system. They convert certain vitamins into other things for us, like they make B12, they make K2 for us. They make a lot of stuff that we don't even know about. So it's very important to feed those guys, and they thrive on raw plant fiber. Oils, animal products, and processed foods, and a lot of cooked foods, because when you cook food, you damage the fiber and you release a lot of the hydration as well. So it's much better to have raw plant fiber as much as you possibly can, right? And feed those good bacteria. And with time and patience and gentle with your body, do like tender greens like romaine or baby spring mix. Those kinds of things. If you feel like the heavier greens are a little bit more irritating, just start with the slower, the easier to digest. I can't chop my veggies without my dog's begging. Ha, that's awesome. How much fat do you eat in a day? I aim for 10% total calories from fats, but I eat around 2,400 calories a day. So it's around 25 to 30 grams of fat a day. And I always eat my fat in my salads. Let's see. Mental health, yes, I feel raw can help with mental health because you're releasing a lot of you're gonna deal with a lot of stuff, and I really highly recommend talking with a professional if you have issues with mental health, but I think that it does help. It's just another tool in the toolbox to help with mental health. Obviously, if we're not eating junk food and animal products and we're not starving ourselves, then that's going to help our mental health in general. So over the festive season, I have been eating gluten and sugar and alcohol, and my BV has come back. Yes. Definitely want to look at the things that you've been choosing and why you've been choosing them and how you can choose differently, because you can always start today, right now. This is the best time to start. I love the quote my friend Angelica said. She said, "When's the best time to plant a tree? The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. But the second best time to plant a tree is today, is right now. So the best time to go raw or to go vegan is right now, and you can. 60% off all of my ebooks with code RAW2021, or you can grab the bundle, the plant-based bundle, if you're looking to go vegan for Veganuary. It's $50, and there's 85 different things in there. Check out the link in the pinned post here to get that. And the last two that I wanted to chat really quick, because I gotta hop on a live with Ben in 8 minutes. So if you guys want to join us over there, I will be over with Plant-Based Ben talking about my journey and how I lost 70 pounds and cleared my acne and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, please definitely hang over there with us. And yes, Veganuary coming up here. Go vegan for January, and hopefully stick stick to it. But the plant-based bundle will really help because there's countless recipes. There's so much value in there. For 50 bucks, it's awesome. So really quick, another reason why we fail is because we undereat or we eat too high fat. If you're undereating, cravings are going to be the center of your world. You're gonna deal with those like crazy if you're undereating. If you go too long without eating, if you're skipping meals, if you're fasting, if you're not eating enough, if you're, you don't know how much to eat, that's really important to go track your calories and see how much you're eating, because I would say like it's really high. Like 90 to 95% of the people that I talk to who are struggling on raw are all not eating enough. It's hard because we don't know how much to eat. Aim for 2,000 calories, track it in something like Chronometer or MyFitnessPal, and really learn the foods that's going into you. Learn about the foods, learn how many calories you're eating. And once you learn how big your salad needs to be, how much your smoothie needs to be, how many fruits you need to eat for a snack, once you learn that, then you don't need to track anymore. It's a tool. It's like training wheels on a bike. Tracking your calories is like training wheels. You just need to learn how much you need and then you can release it. Maybe track every once in a while and make sure you're still on track, but yeah. And then finally the trap. The trap. So say you're doing really good. It's been 3 weeks, it's been maybe 6 weeks, and you're doing great, you're doing awesome, you feel good. And you're like, well, I could have a little bit of cake. I could have that little piece of pizza. I deserve it. Do you though? Do you deserve to have junk? It's just this pattern that we've grown up with, and we believe that we deserve junk food. And it's a trap. It really is, because once you let one thing in, it opens the floodgate to allow anything else, right? Then you're like, okay, tomorrow I'm back on my journey. But maybe you let another little thing in, and then another little thing, and then all of a sudden, you're back to where you started. So the trap is when you're feeling great, that's the biggest moment to keep going. The biggest moment to keep going. Keep going when you feel great, because you're just gonna keep feeling great. You don't want to give in because you don't deserve that. You deserve amazingness. You deserve the best. Yes, Misfit Vegan in here. Hey girl, I miss you, I love you. So glad that you are part of the Woodstock Raw Reset. You guys, that's also coming on. I love that. Never treat yourself by cheating yourself. Oh, I love that. That's so good, right? We wouldn't cheat on someone we're committed to, right? Why would we cheat on ourselves, right? Keep the promise you make to yourself. Keep that promise. You are important. Need to keep going. Need to keep making those positive choices. Need to keep looking back on any mistakes or trips that you did and just figure out why you did it and what you can do differently. And before I go, a couple things, because I gotta go. I gotta get on that live with Ben. Raw Reset, Woodstock is doing a 7-day Raw Reset starting January 10th. So head over to the woodstockfruitfestival.com and check that out. I also have a swipe up in my stories today, so you can go check that out as well. I'll be speaking. I think Nate and I are going to be telling our story because we got married at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. So we're going to be sharing our story. I have a food demo. We're talking about raw in the winter, raw mindset tricks, and we have a weight loss circle where we're going to offer support for weight loss and things like that. So join us for that, the woodstockfruitfestival.com. 60% off all of my ebooks. Code is RAW2021. You can find the link in my bio, in my stories as well. You can just head over and read my stories for a swipe up. And the plant-based bundle, over $2,200 worth of stuff, 85 ebooks and plant-based recipes, raw. There's lots of raw stuff in there. My dips and dressings book, Nate's nice cream book. Just head over to that link in my bio. It's pinned to this IGTV in the description. It's everywhere. It's in my stories. Just swipe up and go grab it for 50 bucks and enjoy a delicious and healthy veganuary. All right, guys, I would love to answer more questions, but I gotta hop off because I'm going to be going into Plant-Based Ben's live. So head over to Plant-Based Ben, his Instagram, and come and join us over there. I love you guys. I will be saving this IGTV for future listening if you want to rewatch. I love you, and see you in Ben's live.